And with this recording here, I want to get a little more intrinsic. You feel me? I want to, speak on, this catastrophe that is my platforms right now. As far as like my details and things like that, the details of the situation. I'm in a bit of a platform crisis. As it seems, especially on Twitter. And that's mainly, due to something that's been happening actually for a long time. People look at my older quotes from 2017, 18, 19. I'm talking about attacks on my platforms, and they just got progressively worse. It's like things be changed and things to accommodate what's happening against my legacy and against my life. And it's ever so discreetly and cunning, but it works, just as, my platform's visibility, I can, it's weird, it was a period of time last year, and the year before that where anytime I literally, in my own personal life, I don't know how, it's weird, but anytime I would set my phone down, my page would be remotely, cloaked. You feel me? It'll be to where others can't see it. Can't see the things that I'm saying, which is totally illegal considering the nature of my testimony. You know what I'm saying? The nature of my testimony and things I had already reported, it would have been totally illegal, for anybody to be, tampering or interfering in any way with my body of work or my legacy. And especially knowing, just because of the content of the things that I've said and reported already, to the world, that's just not fair, right? That it's directly in the interest of influential figures that's already, got stuff, taking, evil actions against my legacy, and that's, it's inexcusable, but yes, it's more of the same of those kind of things, but not to the same degree. Back then it was way more pronounced. You feel me? It was an attack that was it was far more pronounced. It was a lot more pronounced. It was happening, almost every day. And simultaneous to the things that were happening, I was exposing it, desperately. Every year, all year long, I don't have no rest, no breaks. That's what I'm used to. If you do everything, everything civilly, legally, and humanly possible from the position you in, then with the set of circumstances you were given, what else is there, what else is possible for you? And so my platform's been in the same crisis as always been. My literature, my legacy, my things like that are being remotely and arbitrarily kind of, I want to say throttled. It's slowly but surely, it's my stuff is not just for instance, just my SEO, my SEO, it was years ago, man, my progress and things were taking off anyway. All these other years that was happening, my progress was still there. It was weird. But it's now, due to the things that's happened to me, it's being limited little by little. It's my literature and stuff, it's not, it was viral, but not all of it is as viral as it once was, and it's weird how that's happening, because the content itself prevents that from happening. You feel me? My testimony itself from, mostly my quotes, that's actually very important. That's a vital part, and so you see my platform looking a mess. I got, it's what they're doing to me secretly without legal constraints. You feel me? It's things they're doing to me without legal constraints that, force me to out of that same desperation to mention it to the world. You feel me? In hopes that, I would get some help, or something with it. And that in itself is used, to take away, discredit me, you know what I'm saying, and make it seem like I'm crazy, or I'm creating madness, or I'm starting, contention and disturbances and things like that, which is not true or accurate. As that matter of fact, that's more slander. You know what I'm saying? Because them knowing the nature of the things that's in my testimony, then they know what's already been happening. And then if they know these, it could be persecutors responsible, as far as we know, they haven't been brought for justice. Therefore, they remain in the same position, to proceed in the things they've been doing all these other years, which they actively are. You know what I'm saying? It was under the radar then. The same thing can happen under the radar now. These are just facts, and I speak from experience of what I've gone through already. I should not, had to, but it's life, right? Man, I'm telling you, and so, I don't feel like something I prevented should still be used to destroy my legacy and take away my right to be an artist and an author, because I didn't sign up to be on the scene talking about, my thorns. These things that I'm talking about are my thorns. Like, where in the place of where my greatness as an artist, could have really like climbed up, altitudes, heights, that it could have been. Instead, I've been forced to speak out of desperation due to a crime, an evil that's been happening to me, which I have no defenses against. This whole time, that's what you see in my body of work. But it's because I didn't have no choice but to use my body of work in order to try to get help out of desperation for myself due to the things that were happening to me, that I could not defend myself against, nor did I understand how or what or where. You feel me? Like, so instead of being great, you feel me, that's what I had to talk about instead. So, my literature, my legacy, it became my thorns, because that's what society was turning into by, not helping me. So all these years, like, intentionally not helping me. I see all my stuff get the same. You know what I'm saying? I've been widespread and known since before I knew. So when these later things happen and I'm talking about them, it's weird, you know what I'm saying? And so, it's a situation larger than the time period. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I've been going through it before I knew about it. And then when I became aware of it, you know what I'm saying? And then I realized I understand what's happening. Then it's like society ready to just give me the boot. You know what I'm saying? Which already been happening informally the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what can you say? Like, from birth, to now, it's like society had the goal of just get me out of here. You feel me? Only. Out the world, out the lands. Yeah, I've been getting told, I'm talking about it in my quotes for the time period, talking about, being sent into exile of things. You got these people that's chided, at my legacy and things that I didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? They're working from an ulterior motive, a secret agenda. You feel me? That I had no idea, about. And, I guess in some of society didn't know about it either. Some of it did. You know what I'm saying? They're not operating from their own mouth. You feel me? They're not using their own actions to do my life like this. You feel me? They have a premeditated agenda for which an army that has the same interests they have are pushing them up to do that. You feel me? And I never identified nobody, you know what I'm saying, as, having this, doing this to my life, because I didn't know. But it's like, well, society know. This situation just ain't no interest in defending the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? In society. That's all I could think of. At this point, having somebody that been through it all and, having did everything righteously, to get help or defense, already, hundreds of times already, everything possible. At this point, it's unnatural. That's the only explanation, man. So now the worst damages, been did to my life already. In spite of my absolute prevention of them. What else do you do, as an artist? Now, almost 20,000 quotes, handwritten. You know what I'm saying? Out of desperation, crying to the world. Later, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm faced with the you know. But it kind of the same measure. I don't even, I'm like, nah, I mean, I don't need exile. You know what I'm saying? I need indemnity. You know what I'm saying? To protect my art and my, you know, ability to create art. You know what I'm saying? I'm not some crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a madman, you know what I'm saying, that's on the platforms just, you know, saying all this stuff. No, these are facts. You feel me? It's been an agenda on my life by influential figures, you know, since I was a child. And there's tons of things that they can do to you remotely. You know what I'm saying? They go right under everybody's noses. You feel me? And it's true. And that's happened to me. I'm a victim. A situation that's not even really recognized because money put people above the law. Feel me? Man. You know what I'm saying? Dollars, you know, change, you know, cash, whatever. You know, it put people above the law. So this is a horrible situation, but, you know, it's so bad that nobody really want to realize it. But I mean, I have no choice but to recognize it because this is my life. I'm the victim of it. I have no choice but to, live, you know what I'm saying, live. And that's not in the interest of the devil, so that's why people like, well, just die or just leave the country. That's in so many words. Like, I'm not even deserving of life because of the fact that they made money off me or something. Or this happened to my life. So it's like, I don't deserve to live because somebody decided that their own lives were more important. You know what I'm saying? Just why, I don't know. Or where they came up with that, I don't know. But that's the only basis for it, you know. Somebody saying that my life don't matter as much as the ones or the people that did this to me. And to God, that's a bold-faced lie. You know. So if I'm doing the work of God, then why is that not a lie to everybody else in the country under God? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I have no choice but to, you know, recognize the reality, you know, that my life here is now. You know, I'm stuck with this. You know, most life as I know it, man. Oh, man. I wanted to update the world on what's going on, though. You know, I'm still in the process of trying to organize my stuff, to believe it or not. You know, it's just, you know, it's being made harder because of the attack. You know, I've been getting evicted out of my low-income housing, like, you know, for no reason, you know, incessantly. You know, it's like I say, man, you got people with a lot of money and a lot of power that do things to a person that's beyond the parameters of the law. You know what I'm saying? They're not constrained they have no legal constraints. They can do what they want. And you have to be on the grid because you're a civilian. You feel me? So you don't have that resource or, you know, anything to go outside the parameters of, you know, civil or polite society. But they do. You feel me? So they do things to your life, you feel me, that can destroy anything that you do while you on the grid. Feel me? Anything that you do in civil society, you know what I'm saying, in accordance with what it says a civil society is, you know, they don't have to be civil because they can use their mammon, you feel me, and they can destroy your life remotely. But while you are on the grid in the civil life, it make it seem like it's legitimate reasons for it because there's only X amount of reasons why, you know what I'm saying, you can be evicted, you know what I'm saying, from low-income housing, for example, you know. But none of those reasons that's in the civil sense of, you know, the civil, you know, the options given are accurate, are true. You know, they are not true. You know what I'm saying? The truth is what they're doing without legal constraints. You feel me? All year, every year. If they thought, you know what I'm saying, the change of the new year, you know what I'm saying, this year, you know what I'm saying, was something they should have saw 2019. You know what I'm saying? Not only was I getting, you know, not only was that happening, you know, like, you know, like consistently, consecutively, you know, simultaneous to, you know, attempted murders, endless, you know, just war, you things, and, and I want, what I mean? And when you look at the biblical sense of all this stuff here, everybody know my identity in God by now. I mean, I think people should know what's been happening on the low, man. You know what I'm saying? So these other people, whenever, it could be the distant future, whatever God show, his wrath of things from heaven. These other people that don't even know, they have an understanding of what's happening and why it's happening, And I mean, it's just, extreme persecution, you know what I'm saying, for following the Lord. Phew, man. But yeah, man, I was forced to get on SoundCloud a little bit. People that know, I put up I got those recordings here now. But still in the process of organizing my legacy. I guess it's it's an endless journey, because these stumbling blocks keep getting thrown in my way in order to keep me from being able to do that. You feel me? So y'all just people that love, all the Team Jesus pretty much, saints. And, man, y'all just bear with me, man, because, these influential figures and artists, they still trying to get my platform destroyed, ever so discreetly without legal constraints. They don't have to abide by the law to live in the country, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. They don't have to. And nobody forces them to, because they're rich and popular. You feel me? And so that's the situation. So they do things to my life, trying to destroy my platforms on the low, doing chess moves here and there, even, trying to coerce, entire businesses, things in order to facilitate their agendas. They have no respect or reverence for God. And that's to say the least. This been happening for a long time. Years and years and years. And it's still happening now, So, I know I got a sense for it now. You feel me? I've developed a sense for it because of going through it. And so, but that don't mean by any means, you know what I'm saying? That's anything God created me for. I'm a great author. You feel me? I got ideas, innovative material content, ideas and things that, never before seen, that would never before, that would never be seen now. You feel me? I'm taking it with me to the grave, because this happens every time, and I get destroyed now so other people can win later. You feel me? Nah, I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not fair or honest. You know what I'm saying? I feel like success, is for the honest. I feel like success is for the authentic. People who deserve it should be successful. That's how I feel, and that's me. That's how I feel being somebody that's never made money off of his own creations. You feel me? Or anybody else's for that matter. You feel me? And that's still how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize that the journey in life is not about me and how I can, get other people or try to appeal to the world, but it's about, God. You feel me? It's about the Lord. And it's about exalting God and turning peoples to God so their souls be saved from hell. That's what I've learned. That's the purpose of the journey. It ain't to increase myself, but it's to increase God. You know what I'm saying? And decrease myself. That's my perspective on life. And that's, if anybody look at my old recordings all the way back to like 2015, you feel me? I'm saying the same kind of stuff I'm saying right now. This whole time I've been on the journey for the Lord. I've learned more and more through the years for what I'm going through. But what I've gone through don't define who I am as a person or artist or author, or influence, a godly influence. It's just things I've gone through, and I still maintain my identity aside from that as an author and artist. And that's one of the reasons why, that gave, what's happening to me is being used actually to destroy and to steal, my brand and stuff like that. In that way. It had been before, I can't say it ain't gonna happen again. feel me? But and it's one of the most cruel things that you could try to do to a person. You feel me? And that's why, it's hard. It's so hard for me because, that's zero respect. Feel me? Like, for a person to even try to do somebody like that, And this was happening. That's why I'm being slandered, trying to get misrepresented, distorted. You know what I'm saying? They doing all this stuff simultaneously, all at once, like a unit attack, like an attack. And it's been happening for years. You get attacked multifaceted and everything. So in the long run, you know what I'm saying? My stuff, they can say my stuff is somebody else's and things like that. So they keep me, held down, you know what I'm saying, in positions where they don't feel like I'm a threat or they feel comfortable, just because they intimidated by my talent or my ideas and style, and as an artist. And that's so unfair for anybody that's that's born in a civil society, supposedly a free country. Feel me? Like but I can't be great freely. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a fair opportunity, in the land. I honestly didn't get a fair opportunity to do what I love, pursue happiness, what makes me happy, which is my passion. Instead, my passion being used against me. Everything that I love, everything I touch, they destroy. So all this stuff that's happened was being used, to discredit me while my talent is assimilated, you know what I'm saying, on the low. So then that makes it seem like I have no power. My talent is my power. That's what they're attacking my strength. They the devil, man. They are the devil. Nonetheless, my faith still in God. Don't you want to update those who care? You know what I'm saying? This has been a long journey. Man, artistically, I'm still inspired though. You know what I mean? That ain't the problem. You know what I'm saying? I can create art like nothing. It's just the attack that I've been under in my personal life from, people that feel, I guess, intimidated by my talent, just so I cannot create art and I cannot create, that's the purpose, It's to prevent me from being the best I can be. That's what's been happening for a long time, years, like 7 or 8 years. On the low, in plain sight, people can keep a straight face. You feel me? Be doing this to Eli the whole time. Y'all just don't even suspect anything. That's how it's been the whole time, Influential figure with conflicting interests, man. I don't want to see some people be great, man. But that's what's been happening though. Man. But everybody stay tuned though. I have not given up on my art, anything, in spite of the attack that I've been under, and how, my art is my passion, and how they actively, crowning me, nice nasty, you feel me? Thorns, you know what I'm saying? Like just, you know what I'm saying? They using it against me, Most of the time, you hear people say they use your weakness. They use people's weaknesses against them. In my situation, my strength's being used against me. And it's weird like that. But yeah, man, I could never. Man, yeah, man, to go through that, but that's. Nonetheless, though, my faith still strong. And saints, everybody stay encouraged. Y'all know ultimately God gonna come and get y'all and, take you to paradise. Before he declared war on the world, be in the distant future, you know, hopefully. But yeah, it's Ellie. Dexter Ray. God bless all God's people.